So in this video, we're going to be talking about how your brands, on how your personality shapes your customer experience. Okay. Now, according to psychology, people connect to personalities more than businesses. Okay. People don't connect to your business, don't connect to your brand. They connect to the personality behind that business. Okay. So whatever personality that you project for your business, it determines the way people connect to you. It determines the way people approach you. Okay, that means whether people will actually buy more from you or buy less from you. Okay, your personality was what gives your business a soul. Okay, it's what makes your business human. Okay, when people feel a relatable human presence in your business, okay, it will make them feel emotional, to make them feel to make it feel memorable, and to make them feel deeply connected to you. Okay, now there are three things that makes up your brand personality. That is your brand tone, your brand communication, and your brand behavior. Okay, these are the three core things that makes up your brand personality. Okay, and the way you condition these factors, okay, the way you condition these factors is that it will determine whether people will connect to you or whether it will affect the experience people will have from you. Okay, so in your brand tone, you need to have a warm tone or an inspirational tone. Okay, a warm tone can make people feel safe, an inspirational tone can make them feel inspired. Okay, so whatever emotion you want to spark will determine the tone you want to use, determines the way you want them to feel. The tone you use will determine the way you want your audience to feel. Do you want them to feel safe? Use a warm tone. You use a calm tone. Use a reassuring tone. You want them to feel inspired. Okay, you use a bold tone. Okay, you need to speak the way you want the audience to feel. Do you understand me? Because the way you speak will determine how your customers will react. Do you understand me? Okay, if you use a bold tone to make them feel energized. Do you understand me? So the way you feel, it shapes the way you speak. The tone you speak shapes the way they are going to what feel and the way they are going to what react. Okay, it's just like Nike. I keep on emphasizing on Nike because they are a top-notch brand that I see that aligns with most of the things I say. Okay, you see, most of them usually they usually say things that inspires their audience, their athletes. They always tell them to do it. Okay, to push beyond their limits. Okay, they usually speak in languages that inspire their audience. Okay, so once they speak these things, people will feel energized, will be so inspired, and they'll be motivated to buy those their sports equipment, their shoes, and all that. Okay, because they have developed a kind of attachment to them based on the tone they used. Okay, now and that is your communication. Okay, I've seen a lot of people that they like to communicate in a corporate way. Okay, they like to communicate corporately. Do you understand me? Your communication spreads in all aspects, both in your content, both in your email, both in your customer support. Okay, you need to speak in a human way. Do you understand? You need to speak in a relatable way. When you speak the language of your audience, when you speak in a more personal level with your audience, you connect more with them. Do you understand me? You connect more. People like when they interact with people that feel relatable to them. Do you understand me? They like it when you interact with them on a more personal level, they feel more comfortable. Do you understand? Okay, so you need to remove the corporate stuffs. Just keep them aside. Because you're trying to build a personality, you're trying to build a connection with your audience. Okay, so you need to keep the personality, the corporate tone aside, the corporate communication aside, and bring in your human personality. Okay, bring in your personal your human personality like that. You're bringing your human personality. Okay, you need to communicate to them on a more human way. Do you understand me? On a more human level. Okay, because the more you communicate with them to that, the more they feel free around you and the more they trust you. Do you understand me? And once that trust comes, okay, it will shape their buying decisions and they will buy from you effortlessly. Okay, and now the next thing that makes up your brand personality is your behavior. Okay, how do you behave when you attend to your customer? Okay, how do you behave? How do you behave both in your customer support? How do you behave both in your product delivery? How do you behave both in queries, attending to customer queries and all that, both in your emailing. Okay, how is your behavior? Okay, because your behavior will shape whether your customer will keep on returning back to you. Do you understand me? I keep on saying that people don't just buy your product because of this feature. They buy because of the experience they feel. Okay, there are a lot of businesses that I see that they have very, very bad behavior. Do you understand? They have very, very bad behavior. You come to them and come to ask some questions, and some of them, they will not even reply you. They will not even reply you immediately. They will waste like maybe an hour or two before they reply to you. Do you understand? Sometimes they will reply you fast, but after you purchase those products, they won't reply you as quickly as before. They may take like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours to reply you. Okay, so your brand behavior, it has to be top notch. Okay, it has to be top notch, because the way you behave towards your customer will determine whether they will become a lifelong customer, or whether they will refer other people to you. Okay, or whether you become a lifelong customer, or whether they will leave you. Okay, so your behavior has to be top notch, and has to spread in all your brand touch points, both in customer service, both in product delivery, both in customer service, product delivery, and all that. So it has to be top notch. Now the fourth thing, okay, to make your personality become your identity, you need to be consistent in it. Okay, you need to be consistent in your brand tone. You need to be consistent in your communication. You need to be consistent in your behavior. Because once you are consistent in it, okay, once you are consistent in all those things, okay, it will not become your identity. People will not associate you with that. Okay, it will not associate you with that. And once they associate you with that, it will not make you look predictable. Do you understand? People, whenever they see you, they will be expecting such from you. Okay? They will be expecting such from you. And once that is consistent, people will keep on coming back to you. It will shape their experience. Once they are getting all those experiences from you, they are getting a warm tone from you, they are getting a personal communication from you, they are getting a good behavior from a good customer, good brand behavior from you. It will now make you predictable. Once you make you predictable, they will now be looking forward to experiencing you. Do you understand me? They'll be looking forward to experiencing you in the sense that they would like to get that same feeling that they got the last time. Okay, which will make you their go-to brand. It will no longer make you as an option. It will make you their option. Okay, because they would like to have those experiences that you gave them. They would like to experience that personality that you gave them. Okay, so you need to be consistent. Do you understand me? Because consistency is what is going to turn your personality, okay, into an identity. Okay, so these are the factors that shapes customer experience, your brand tone, your communication, your behavior. Do you understand? These are the things that shapes your customer experience. Okay, once you have this in a positive way, once you have these factors in a positive way, okay, it will shape your customer experience in a positive way, which will make them become your lifelong customer.